Little Marion, I think, inside was very sad. Like, I remember a really strong feeling that I was not normal. And all I wanted to do was be like these other kids and feel like these other kids. I just had this sadness inside me that I couldn't even put words to. And I lived like that for a very long time. And it was very tough. Like, I did suffer from depression at a very young age, but I didn't know it. So, just to hear, I guess, like, there was actually something really wrong with me and that I would eventually get help, I think that kind of might have alleviated my feelings of being very kind of alone and isolated. I didn't get any help. Like, I never got proper mental health help until my 30s. So I went through university, got married, had the kids, had a house, bought a cottage, had a dog. Like, I did all of this hitting 30 and hitting a wall and getting hospitalized. So I still, even as an adult, I think, I don't know, maybe I was just like moving too fast and I never really kind of slowed down. And I get a lot of things done and I put a lot on my plate and, I like to be busy. So I never, like, I was full steam ahead. Like, I want this, I want that. And I did it until the first hospitalization. I mean, it literally does feel like you've gone headfirst into a brick wall. It's the feeling that that's it. You can't cope. You can't go forward. Like, it's almost like you're paralyzed and you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. Like, it just felt like there was no way forward. And I had been working with my family doctor, but it wasn't working. It wasn't working. It was almost this kind of passive thing that would kind of rear its ugly head and start saying, well, maybe you'd be better off if you weren't here, or other people would be better off if you weren't here. So these thoughts, like, would start kind of spinning around in my head. I didn't know that much about the world. I really didn't. I knew it was here, but through my conversations with my psychiatrist, we identified several, I guess, therapy needs on top of the medication piece. So this opened up a whole bunch of different resources at the Royal for me. I talked about ketamine to my doctor because I knew through my research that the Royal had done ketamine trials. And that's when he said, we're opening a clinic. And I'm like, can I go? It's a long process to pretty much be identified as a candidate for this, and I was the fourth person to go through the ketamine clinic here. So I had ketamine treatments for 6 months. While I was having that ketamine treatment, my brain was changing the way it was processing. So I could see it happening in real time, the speed at which it took effect. I recognized from the first treatment that there was something very different going on. Like, it was unlike any other medication that I had tried. And it doesn't take 3 months or 6 months to know if it's going to work. You know from the get-go. As a kid, I had anxiety, but the overriding problem with me was always the depression. So this anxiety that I've had my whole life never really got addressed because the depression almost, like, it just overrode it. Like, I can't express strongly enough how much of a game changer ketamine treatment is under medical supervision. But I honestly think there's a vast difference today in mental health that didn't exist back then. Because the biggest tool that we have to combat stigma is talking. End of story.